All right, happy Monday. Audio is good. I know we had some audio issues during the show. The podcast last week, which we got figured out. And man, happy tax day or self-incrimination day. Happy theft day. Happy you don't realize how much of your work goes towards someone else that is irresponsible with their own with your money day. Can you tell how I feel about taxes? Hope you got it all done. Hope you got your extensions reported. We are filing on time here at the Nava House, but the longer I stay in business, the more I understand why some people request extensions. I used to look down on that, like, dude, you had 4 months to get it done. Even if you don't get your stuff up, you had like 3 months. If you don't get your W-2 or whatever it is you get at the end of the year, 1099. I used to think like that you're lazy, but no, I understand now. Especially if you're freelancing or you're sole incorporated, whatever it is, I can understand now why you would want an extension. So, happy extension day or happy self-incrimination day to everyone. All right, let's get into it. So Monday Funday, we are pretty much good. I literally just have to hit the submit button on TurboTax. I just wait to the last minute because there might be something I remember that like, oh, I can claim that, or oh, that's one form that we need. Unless you're listening to my IRS agent, my personally assigned IRS agent, I've done everything. I'm not thinking of anything else to try to claim or to take advantage of, but I will try to be smart. So let's go through, we're gonna go through my inbox here and clear it up. I had a week last week. I had a really good start to the week. And then Wednesday night, I just fell into some old habits. And Thursday, Friday was just rough. It was very tough to recover. So it was one of those things where like I was already falling behind, and then that just made it even harder. So, things like taxes, you get started early, you can take your time. Other things like some projects we had just kept getting delayed. Some of it on us, some of it on the client. We can't really, push. We can only push the client so much. But we ended up ending the week in a pretty good spot. We had one Facebook ads client. We're still not happy with the results. We had another one that we're super happy. A text came in. I don't have my text pulled up on my computer, but he said, church tonight was incredible. We had several guests, 5 adults and 5 kids. This is a church of like 15 right now. The family that visited last week came back. So yeah, awesome. That's great. By the way, if you didn't know this, if you can get someone to come a second time, they're 85% more likely to join the church. So I don't like the way it sounds, but the way Nelson, what's his last name? Searcy. The way Nelson Searcy says, when someone visits the church for the first time, your goal should get them to come to church a second time. I don't like the way that sounds, but I can appreciate and do honor the idea that if you can get someone to visit your church a second time, they're going to come back. They're more than likely to come back and keep coming back. So I totally get it. I totally get the desire for the main goal to be for someone to come back. I also look at it from the traditional Baptist evangelical worldview of you don't know if they're coming back. So you need to hammer the gospel in them hard. And I'm not saying Bible slap them, Bible thump them, hit them in the head with the Bible. I like Bible slap. I guess it depends on how big your Bible is. If you got a big old study Bible, like that one, I don't know if you can see. If you got a big old study Bible, you can't do anything but thump them. But if you got a smaller travel Bible, you can slap them. All right, so let's clear up some emails here. I got a former business client. We don't manage their stuff anymore, but I still get some updates from them. AppSumo had some stuff I was looking at, but ended up not doing it. I keep getting notices that my annual report is due, and that's already been submitted, so I hopefully don't have to worry about that. Local Viking newsletter. Let's see what was in the news at the end of the week last week. Love Local Viking. There's better stuff out there probably, but I like the cut of their jib. I like their brand, so to speak. So Yeah, Udio is a song AI software. I already listened to one of them. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it on here, but it's really good. I've generated a couple AI songs for my daughter, and they were really good. I would say they were on par. I don't even remember what software I used. I don't know if you can hear this, but this is what friend made for our church comms group. I don't know if you can hear that. So it sounds good. It sounds like a real song. I like that. How did your solar eclipse go? That was great. Got another website request here, contact form, which is good. Got some freelancing stuff I'm doing for a friend. We're not where we want to be financially, so I want to make sure that we got some extra money coming in. So I'm taking a side job there. Because I'm still not at a place where I'm happy taking more than what I make right now. I'm not happy to give myself a raise here. Got a couple of VA recommendations. I work through an agency to get some VAs for the business, and got a couple new recommendations here. They were having some trouble finding someone because I don't know. I wouldn't say it was a detailed VA. Like, here's my job description and here's what I need. But apparently it was, because it took them like 5 weeks to find 2 people for me. So that's good. Wonder Dads, love Wonder Dads. Their stuff going on. Let's see. We've got some more Facebook ad stuff here. Spending going on. Leia Picks. I don't know what that is. Some kind of AI software I signed up for. Sending me this. Pixel Preacher. I got a subscription. I love Pixel Preacher. I wonder if they're picking things back up. Take a look here. Boom, Pixel Preacher. They must be kicking things back up. Love it. Find graphics and video for your next sermon. Wonderful. This looks really good. That's cool. Now, remember, this stuff works for their website because this is their hero, the content. Something like this doesn't work for your church website. So don't swipe this, church comms, folks that are watching this. This is cool. I like it. I like it. I don't remember how they got on my radar. But they're good stuff. Oh, that's beautiful. I need something like this on my site. And our software has the capability to do it. I just haven't done anything. This is great. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Good job, Pixel Preacher. I used to know the name of the guy behind it, and I can't remember it now, unless he got bought out. And that's why they're updating everything. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Love Pixel Preacher. Love what they were doing. So yeah, good stuff here. I don't know if I ever had an account, but I always liked looking at what was going on. So I got an email, one of those like, hey, don't forget you're opted in. So yeah, we got some domain stuff. I have a client here paying for active campaign. Yeah. My Spirit Savers Club is up for renewal. Yes, I fly Spirit now. 2 years ago, okay, if you watch Spirit, if you fly Spirit, let me know. So 2 years ago, I took my first Spirit flight with a cousin. He paid for the airline, and he's a frugal man. It's the nicest way I can say it. And I had never flown Spirit. I was so terrified of it. And it was an okay experience. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It's not nearly as bad as the meme is, although our flight back did get delayed because the plane broke. So we had to wait, and we didn't fly out till like midnight. And it was just a one-day trip we took. But I had some issues I had some credit cards with Chase, had some issues with there. I didn't like the renewal they gave me, so canceled those. And then the only airline card, those were airline credit cards too. So the only airline card that my bank had that was available to me was a Spirit card to get Spirit mileage. And the funny thing is, when I signed up for it, the bonus was so high that you get so many miles. I don't know. I don't want to make up a number and be wrong, but the bonus was so high, and Spirit is so cheap that I ended up, unless I didn't fly Spirit, the whole year I basically flew for free just on the bonus points for signing up. And then right now, all of our business expenses get put on the card, which then gets paid off at the end of the month. So basically, I have free flights through Spirit for like 2 years because again, they're just so cheap. Um, and uh, I don't even actually. I should look at it. Do I even need Spirit Savers Club? Because I think I signed up for it because I didn't realize how cheap the points were, so I went ahead and signed up for the extra bells and whistles and stuff. So I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, it's honestly not as bad. I mean, usually what I do is you're probably not going to be on a flight with me, so this won't be an issue. I'll book a regular seat, and then if you wait until well, I'll book a regular seat and then you'll get an email the next day that's like, hey, do you want to upgrade? And you can put a bid in for an upgrade. So it's like an auction. So any seats that are unsold, you can put a bid in. And so instead of, say, paying $70 for a front aisle seat or $100 for their first class, which is just a bigger seat, you can bid, now, hey, I'll put in $40. And if no one buys that seat and you're the highest bid, you can get that seat for $40. Which is fine. But what I do is because I would say maybe 4 out of 5 flights, those front big seats never get sold out. So when I get to the terminal, I'll walk up to the front, and then you can upgrade for $30 or $35 and get that big seat. So instead of paying $100 when you book it, you can just walk in and say, hey, is there any big seats available? Let me upgrade. It's $30, and it's awesome. It's definitely worth it. So I'll usually bid like 30 or 35 to get the seat, just so I don't have to worry about it when I get there. But then when I get there, you can just upgrade. And only a couple times out of all I think I flew Spirit like 6 or 7 times last year. 1 or 2 times they didn't have the big seat available. Actually, I think it was only 1 that I can remember. The only thing I don't like about Spirit is they don't fly everywhere. So there's some conferences that I go to, they just don't fly there, so I can't fly them. But anyways, let's see. Got some receipts coming in. Got my church stuff coming in. Got our software upgrades, invoices. We got to pay. Basically, the way it works is, we do all the website stuff, so we pay for hosting and the software and the updates and the security and all that stuff. So I just get receipts for that every month when it bills. Some of them are annual, some of them are monthly, so that's fine. What's going on in the Bay Area Times today? Grok 1.5, that's X's AI, right? Their vision is performing just as good as ChatGPT. I'm liking ChatGPT. I actually chose my shower tile with ChatGPT. So we had our shower pan cracked. We took it out. We wanted to do retile on it. We didn't want to invest in redoing the whole shower because what we want is going to be a lot, and rather than put something in, rather than going way in the hole to get the shower bath that we want, we were just like, we'll do temporary. In a few years, we'll upgrade the whole thing. So basically, they took the bottom out, which also means they had to take the bottom of the shower tile out, the wall tile, and we had to replace it. So I had to find something that matched, or that kind of matched close. And basically, I took a picture of my existing shower and I went to ChatGPT Vision and I was like, here's my existing shower. How would you describe this? And then what search terms should I use to find shower tile like this? Because I spent 20 minutes looking at tile across all the warehouses and I'm like, I don't have time for this. And GPT Vision literally came back and was like, here's how it's described. It looks like it's tile. It's got this earth tone in it. It's got this thing. So look for these search terms. And I mean, within 10 minutes, I found a match. The sizing was a little bit different. They didn't have 13 by 13, which is what our original is, which is weird. So the tiling is a different size, but it's a near perfect match, I should say. I think after a year, after it gets some weather, I think it's going to look exactly the same. And then I asked it, I said, what is a good grout color that would match this? Of course, I did the whole, you're an expert designer, whatever, interior decorator. And then what's a good floor tile? And it was like, with something like this, you don't want to have an exact match on the floor. You can't use the wall tile on the floor because it's slippery. We like a mosaic tile, go for a gray color. And I said, okay, take a look at this. And this is so boring, but probably to most people, but it's exciting to me. I found the tile that I wanted and I said, okay, what grout color should I look for this mosaic floor tile that will also look good with the almond grout color of the wall? And anyways, I'm very pleased with what AI help me decide. I don't even think I told my wife that. But yeah, ChatGPT Vision helped me pick out my shower tile and did a fantastic job. So some of the stuff doesn't work really well with the Vision, but from what I've used it for, I'm very excited. Rock said no private plane yet. Nope, not yet. Not yet. I can't ever. That would be something my daughter has. I've got, me and my daughter both have Grant Cardone shirts. Mine says millionaire in the making. And I purposely bought her one that says billionaire in the making. And she asked, why does mine say billionaire and yours says millionaire? And I was like, well, you got more time than I do. and inflation. But she didn't get that joke. Other than that, just some basic news. We got some project management stuff that's on here. I've got some stuff to do here. I've got a couple of loans to make a payment on. Let's see. And workers, my workers billing receipts. I got a few workers that they just bill me. We're at that point now where they just say how many hours and then it just gets paid. Okay, cool. So that looks good. Founders card. Very happy with Founders card. We got the President's Club on Avis, which will be awesome. And I tried to use it. We're going to Florida this summer, and I tried to use it to try to find some places. Unfortunately, the best kind of thing Founders card could do for us on traveling is Hilton, and all the Hiltons are booked. It's crazy how booked up the Hiltons are the week that we want to go travel. So, don't know why I'm getting this. I'm getting a email that Google Business Profile is not getting posted to, and it should be. So I'm going to take a look at that. Security, always, man, always pay attention to security stuff. Always pay attention to security stuff. If something ever says it's your quarterly security reminder, read it. 2-factor authentication, complex passwords, different password for every website. Come up with a formula so you can remember. Got some communications with a contractor I'm working with here. Ministry Designs, New Media Monday, man. Ministry Designs is killing it. I love it. Their website platform is good. They really lean into the whole, we're just going to take care of most of this for you and you just customize what we do, which isn't what our business does, but that's fine. There needs to be a spot in the market for that. And now they're doing media. And in fact, we even recommend their Birdseed is their chatbot, which we are trying to build something similar, but we just don't have the infrastructure. They bought a company, which is good for them. But their chatbot's amazing. We love that. We recommend that. We even have an agency license to implement that and run it for clients using their software. And their giving platform, what is it? What is their giving platform called? Digigive. I love Digigive. Not many people are letting churches set up their own merchant accounts, but Digigive is, and it's just another layer of protection, I think. So that's my opinion. So I love their stuff. And so now what you need to do is go to ministrydesigns.com, sign up for their list, because every Monday they're sending you new media and graphics, and it's good stuff. I mean, it's good stuff. It's stuff you wouldn't want to use. And then they do bundles. They got like a Mother's Day bundle, and they'll give you like the landing page, the sermon graphics, the door hanger. Okay, landing page isn't part of this, but it was for Easter. PowerPoint slides. I mean, they're just killing it. They are killing it with their free stuff. So good for Ministry Designs, good for Tyler. I got an email from another person, and something's happening with this one client in their Google Business post. So I'm going to have to look at that. Someone's not doing their job, or something got missed on the planner, because they're not getting posted up to. Love seeing this. Your page is trending up for a client post, event post. I love that. I don't have permission from this client to show you things, but what it is in your Google Business Profile, you can create events. And when you have an event, we try to filter it. Like our filter is, do you have its own dedicated page on your website? If you do, it's an important event. VBS, community outreach events, Easter services, Christmas cantatas, whatever. If it has its own page, it should have a Google Business event post. A Google Business post is like a social media post, but an event post is actually, if you SEO it properly, you do a couple of tricks there and link it to a page that's also SEO'd, you can actually get that post to show up with your website when people are searching for events near me. So people will search in Google, like what's happening this weekend, kids events this weekend, Easter events in my town, whatever. And your event post can show up on the list. In fact, right now, if you look, events near me this weekend, you'll see a list inside of Google. It's not a list of websites. It's not even a list of Google business posts. It's a list of events that Google is pulling metadata from and putting that there in the search results. And if you do it right, your Google business event can show up there. And again, that's kind of, so what this is the email that I'm looking at that I can't share with you says your page is trending up because we have a page on the website advertising this community event, and it's getting 500% more clicks since we did the event post. I think it was 2 weeks. I think we did it right after Easter, so it'd be 2 weeks now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I love it. I love emails like this. It makes the hard ones easier to get through. It makes all these invoices sitting in mine. I guess it's the middle of the month. It makes all these invoices and payments worth it. So yeah, and like I said, had a good text from a client. Church of 15 got 5 guests this weekend. So I mean, that's huge. That's huge for them. That's huge for us. And we did a very simple Facebook ad to promote the church. So I'm very excited for that. All right. I think fun time's over. It's time to really dig into some work. I've got to get some contractors up to date. I've got to get our project management software up to date. Big project this week is to get some SOPs updated. There's a few things we've added since the beginning of the year that we tested during Easter, and it's really, really worked. So now I get to implement that into the SOP. And then I've got a couple contractors that I need to get into the project management software still. We've got them in Slack, and we've got them in the Google Drive, and we've got their email accounts and everything. We just don't have them in the project manager system, and you can imagine how hard that makes it to do things. So Funday's over. Hope you all had a good tax day. Hope you get as much of your own money back. And God bless you guys. And hey, come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern for the Best Known Church Show. I'm going to share my 10 core values to help avoid burnout, because it's just getting worse. And so knowing how to prioritize your life and how to look at the difficult work in ministry that we have, if you have a proper value setup, burnout's not an option. I'll also maybe share my controversial opinion on what burnout is and why many people who are burning out, they're not really burning out, they're just, the ends have ceased to justify the means, so to speak. So we might hit on that. It's a touchy subject, and I don't want to be a stumbling block, but maybe it'll help someone to hear it. If you want to hear it, let me know in the chat. God bless you all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.